In today's video, we are going to be doing something a little different, but it is actually going to be a different video from anything I've done before, because before I've done riding videos, guide to riding, reviews, updates and everything else, but today we're going to be doing some racing. Now this isn't going to be official racing, so it's not going to be like a number board and whatnot. This is just going to be unofficial racing, so head-to-head races and so on. So today we are going to be going to Thetford, because although I don't really like Thetford massively as much as other places like Cannock, it has got some good places to have races. For example, the downhill section and the Beast, both of them have a 600 metre hill to climb, both of them come back down to the bottom. So that is one of them we're going to be doing today. Now, as you will have seen by the title, we are going to be racing two different bikes. So up here behind me we have the Trek Remedy 8 and we have the Cube LTD. Now the Cube is an XC hardtail, so it's got 29-inch wheels, no dropper post, 10-speed drivetrain. It used to have a 2x, but during lockdown I converted it to a 1x drivetrain. It's got 100mm travel at the front and really steep geometry, so it's got a steep seat angle, steep head tube angle, so it's good for going uphill, also good for pedalling. Behind me is the Trek Remedy. This has got front and rear suspension, as I'm sure you all know. 160 up front, 150 rear. It's more of a sort of trail / enduro bike, so it's got a reasonably steep seat tube. It's a bit slack. We've also got a pretty slack head angle up front, so this is going to be better on the downs, this is going to be better on the ups. To start with today, we are going to start with a warm-up, in which we are going to be doing just a quick red run. So the red route at Thetford is about, I don't know, 6 miles to the top of the Beast before the first race. So let's jump into that and get some quick footage of the warm-up. So, there we have it. That is our warm-up footage, okay? Not much, just a quick section, because you don't want to watch the whole red route, because I've done that before. So, let's now start our first race. So this first race is both going to start from the bottom fire road at the bottom of the Beast. We are then both going to climb opposite directions, one of us going up the right towards the Beast, one of us going up the left towards the trail that is actually called the downhill. So, one of us is going to be going up, and then we're not going to go down the actual Beast because that's a bit longer, but instead we're going to go down Double Shocker, as that is equidistant to the berms. So let's jump into our first race. 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. This is it. This is our first race. So we both have a 600 metre hill to climb. They are both exactly 601 metres, so it's equal. And then we race all the way back down to the bottom. They both have exactly the same elevation, so this is a fair race. God, racing up a hill, it is not nice. Oh. And he's on a hardtail with thinner tyres, so that'll be easier going. Oh. Oh, well, I've got the benefit on the downhill. Back down we go. Excuse the planes, I can't stop them. Oh man. I literally feel sick because it's so hot and I'm racing and it doesn't fare well at all. Oh man, slide out in the corner, round the other corner, through this one, and slide out front wheel. Right, we aren't far from the bottom now, so hopefully we bag this one. Oh, this corner slowed me right down. Oh, yes. First place. That was worth the push. Up that hill. All the way up. Now getting last. There he is. I'm gonna beat him. As you saw, I won that race by quite a margin. So I won by quite a bit, and he then followed not that far behind, but I still won. So after this, we then did the same race, but in reverse. I then went up and down the berms, he went up and down double shocker. Except, of course, I was filming because I know how to use a camera, and he accidentally had it in photo mode. So, unfortunately, there is no footage for this race, as he just had about 500 photos worth. So, we have two types of races. We have the head-to-head, which was last race. We then also have a keep-up race, where the person who won the first race, they go first, and the person who came second, they have to try and keep up. So, our next race is going to be going down the beast, the actual beast this time, and I'm going to be in the lead, and the person behind is going to try and have to keep up with me, as it's a keep-up race, as you can guess by the title, as he came second and I came first, and we'll see if he manages to keep up once we get to the bottom. So, let's jump into that race. Easier with the seat down. Much easier. Horrible. So as you can see, I did win this again. You can't really sort of win or lose these keep-up races because it's sort of just about who can get down the quickest. And I guess you could say I was at an advantage because I was riding the Remedy, and the Remedy is, of course, better on the downhills, and this had no uphills in the race, so I guess you could say I was at an advantage. But anyway, let's move swiftly on to our next race, which is going to be over in Brandon on the off-piste trails. So, this next one is going to be another head-to-head race. So, over in Brandon, there are two trails that run parallel to each other, straight through a forest, and they're both equal in length, they're both flat, they're both a bit bumpy, so they're good fun, you can really pick up your speed. So again, this is going to be a test of who can pedal the fastest, not about who can climb and then descend, about who can pedal the fastest. So, let's jump into this race and see who wins. 2, 1, go.
So did mine.
We'll know that over in Brandon there are some trails that have jumps in, massive ones. Unfortunately, as I record this, them jumps have been flattened because Forestry Commission went and destroyed them. But luckily, I managed to get some footage before they got destroyed. Of course, as usual, I don't jump them because I'm not very good at jumping. I mean, yeah, I can jump, but not dirt jumping. I'm not very good at that. So this is another race. This time I'm going to go down number 2 downhill, which is the second one across. He is going to go down number 3. Of course, we're on the same bikes, so this is another head-to-head race. So let's see who wins this one, because this has actually been an interesting one, because you don't really have to pedal that much, and my one is actually a bit more windy than his one, so this will be interesting. So let's see who wins.
3, 2, 1, go. Super sandy, super dry, not good combination. I do not want to be jumping these today, apart from that one. I'll go round this one. Well, hey, I won again. I won again. Yeah, and that one.
So, I did win again. Yes, I know you're probably thinking, oh, he's winning all the while. But I guess you could say I'm at an advantage with my bike because, of course, I don't know, it's a better bike. So, that is now it for the races. I know you might be thinking there was only 4 or 5, but I didn't have time to film loads and loads of races, plus the fact you get fatigued, so over time you get slower and slower. So in the future I will do another video on this when he gets a full sus and I'll ride the hardtail. So I think that was a really good day, really good riding. I did win a lot of them, but again, as I said, I think that's because of my bike. So, as usual, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, like and comment, because I have got a few uploads planned over the next couple of weeks, including a better video which isn't about Thetford for once. So I'm really looking forward to releasing that. Thanks again for watching. Make sure to subscribe. I know I've already said this. Like and comment. We can hit 500 soon, then we can hit 1,000 even sooner. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. We've also hit 50,000 views across the whole channel, which was a huge milestone to hit. So thank you all for that. And yeah, and right, let's go ride all this camera technology.